So I think that more and more education is needed. But the rightful education. Quit telling us the good things all the time. So there is a basis of our survival schools today. We have survival schools all over now. They're springing up everywhere. Minneapolis, St. Paul, in St. Paul, Minnesota, there's where we had our first survival school, the Little Red Schoolhouse, which still continues to go on. Then we have one in Minneapolis, Pine Ridge, and other places now. We had to establish these survival schools to give our children the rightful education. So we begin to teach them our religion, we begin to teach them the true history of the past. So no longer are we going to sit around and listen to a teacher telling us that Columbus discovered America. So we're telling our children that Columbus didn't discover anything. I went to Switzerland and I landed in Geneva more than a year ago. But I didn't go before the press and say that I discovered Switzerland. I went to Africa last October, but I didn't say that I discovered Africa because there was already people there. So it was the same thing when Columbus came here. So these things we are teaching our children today. A lot of times it was thought that we were teaching them how to be militant. The FBI's, their agents have been there time over and over to visit our schools to see what we were teaching. But we were not teaching them anything wrong because we're believers in the truth. So we're only bringing out the truth to our children. And that's why we're establishing these survival schools to give them the rightful education. So the native people are believers in the truth and not in facts. A lot of times I go before the press, they ask me how many people I represent because they believe in the democratic form of government. They want to know how many followers I have. But I let them know that I'm not representing 1,000 people, but I represent the truth. And it doesn't take 1,000 people behind me to prove the truth. If it's the truth, you have to admit that it is the truth. If we believe in majority to bring about the truth, where did President Nixon go? Majority elected him, but majority couldn't make him do the right thing. And if people in this country believes in majority so much, if I would ask them, let's go down the street down here and burn every church house on the corner, how many followers would I get? Nobody would follow me to burn down these church houses. But it is true that majority of people kill Jesus Christ. If people followed majority, they would follow me. But I don't believe in majority. Majority can be mistaken.